Alright, here we are. Okay, so this video is really just a refresher on the field study. I just want to give a real quick refresher on that so that you understand what this assignment's all about. So first of all, this assignment is to just pick an organization and then to tell me about that organization. I think there's actually 4 criteria for the assignment. Let's see what those are. Let me move my thing down a little bit. Okay, so over here, here we are. So in 200 words, tell me the name of the organization you're going to choose, what this organization does, how you learned about this organization, any preconceived notions you have about the organization, and then why, of course, you chose that organization. Now, what am I talking about? Well, let's go back to the syllabus. So you need to go back to, well, actually, you know what? I'm going to post it in the files right now because I unpublish the earlier weeks so that this page doesn't get all cluttered. So I'm going to go right now and put a file in there. Actually, it's not a new file. It is the syllabus. And I'm going to add it underneath the field study assignment. I'm going to try and move it here. There we go. So go ahead and open that up. Somewhere here. Alright, so here's our thesis. Here's our syllabus. And scroll down to, I think it's page 3. If you have a printed copy, by all means, just use that because it's literally the same one you have. Here we are, field study. Alright, so basically, I mean, you can read this all here, I'm just going to explain it. Basically, now in week 4, you're going to choose an organization that you're going to do a 60-minute observation on, right? You're going to go to some organization. It could be the one you work at, it could be one by your house, it could just be a random one off the side of the street somewhere. It does not matter to me. It just needs to be an organization of people. It could be a church, it could be a business, it could be a school, it can be anything. Because no matter where you go, any organization is going to have some structure of leadership, right? Hopefully. And so anyways, your job is to go there and observe some relationship of leadership. Okay, how do I put it here? Somewhere. No, I guess I don't really explain it too much here, but basically what I'm looking for is I want you to look at a relationship between the leader of the organization, or at least a manager or some person in some form of leadership. It doesn't have to be top-level leadership. It doesn't even have to be middle management. It can just be some leader. It can be a group leader. If a group of employees are doing a project, who's leading that up? It can be any relationship where leadership is being basically deployed. Or practice, I guess is a better word. And so your job is to go there and observe that relationship for 60 minutes. Take notes, think about it with regard to some of the theories that we've been talking about here. Because then in week 8, so you have between now, week 4, all the way up to week 8. Once you do that, once you do the observations, in week 8, we're going to start analyzing the relationship that we observed in light of a theory that we choose. So if you choose self-determination theory, what does that relationship look like with regard to that theory? Do you feel like the person is maybe fostering autonomy but not competence? Or maybe do you feel like the leader is competent, the leader themselves, that person is competent but maybe not autonomous in their own right? Or maybe do you feel like they're not relatable enough? Do you feel like the group in general? Do you feel like the employees? So any element of your observation you can analyze with regard to a theory. It doesn't have to be self-determination theory. It can be equity theory. It could be social identity theory. Anything. Any theory or concept. If you notice that there's a habit from the 7 Habits book, that's fine as well. If there's something from the emotional intelligence book you want to address, that's also fine. So anyways, there's from this is kind of a whole research project that's going to span kind of the whole semester. Right now you're just looking for an organization. Sometime in the next 4 weeks you're going to go to that organization, do a 60-minute interview, not interview, observation, sorry. You're just going to go there and watch and take notes. Once you do that, in week 8 we're going to start analyzing that, and then the last week of class, well, after we start analyzing it, then we're going to start building an essay, and we're going to start talking about the results that we found. What was our experience like at that organization? We're going to write up an essay, and I'll walk you guys all through that. The last week of class, your job is to create a presentation, a video presentation. It doesn't matter to me if you have a PowerPoint or whatever. You're presenting your results. Basically, what did you find? How did this organization how does it function in light of your theory? Is it functioning well? Is it not functioning well? Are they using this theory? Are they not using this theory? If they were using this theory, how would things change? Anything that you want to address, that's completely up to you. But anyways, that's what this project's all about. But remember, right now, I don't want you to freak out because we still have like 7 weeks, right? Right now, all I want you to do is choose the organization, okay, and answer those 5 criteria. So in 200 words, tell me the name of the organization, what this organization does, how you learned about the organization, any preconceived notions you have about the organization. Like if you work there, you probably think a lot more than somebody that doesn't know anything about it. But if you don't work there, what are some thoughts you have? If you're going to go to Anheuser-Busch, what are some of the preconceived notions you have about the leadership that goes on there, or their style of leadership? And then of course, lastly, why? Why did you choose that place? So that's really all I got for this video. If you have questions, of course, email, text, or phone call, and I'll be sure to answer your questions. Thanks.